Welcome to Daily Dose Radio, a 5-minute devotional podcast studying the Psalms verse by verse. Broadcast from the ever-beautiful Sharonville, Ohio, on the sunny side of Cincinnati. That's right, friends. That sound means that it's time for Daily Dose Radio's birthday. This is birthday week on Daily Dose Radio. 6 years of broadcasting every day the Psalms, Monday through Friday, verse by verse. This is our second go-around. We're in year 2 of our second go-around. Daily Dose Radio, 6 years. Isn't that wonderful? March of 2013. Actually, March 21st was my very first day podcasting. So we'll hit that mark actually on Thursday. As a matter of fact, I think that it was a Thursday on the 21st of March in 2013. So we'll actually hit the day of the week as well as the day that we celebrate. Well, this week for our celebration, we're studying Psalm 88. This is our happy birthday psalm this week, although this is not a very happy psalm. I should have picked a different psalm for this to land on this week. This is a song or a psalm for the sons of Korah of the chief musician upon Mahalath Leanoth, a maskil of Heman the Ezrahite. There's a lot there. The reason why Mahalath Leanoth is transliterated instead of translated is because we really don't know exactly what this is. We've seen Mahalath before, which means a sickness or, some distress. And then we're adding to it Leanoth, which means to humble or to afflict. So could be that this is a sickness that is afflicting perhaps the psalmist or somebody he knows. Of course, it's very personal. You can tell this is something that's happened to the psalmist here. But Mahalath could also just be a tune name. It could be a type of instrument that we're just not familiar with. We know Heman the Ezrahite, we find him listed amongst the wisest men. It's actually said of Solomon's wisdom that he was as wise or wiser than, and then there's a list of 3 or 4 men there. If you look at 1 Kings chapter 4, verse 31, for he was wiser than all men, than Ethan the Ezrahite, and Heman, and Chalco, and Darda, the sons of Mahol, and his fame was in all nations round about. So his wisdom was so great that it even exceeded this guy Heman. So he's a very wise man. He's selected by David to lead this choir of the sons of Korah. So he's the founder of this choir. And so this is home body music right here. You've got the founder of the choir mentioned, the choir itself mentioned, the chief musician's doing his job, and we're even told what kind of instrument or perhaps what occasion this is to be sung at. We're going to look at the first 3 verses today. The first 3 verses kind of set up everything else in this psalm for us, so these are really important. O Lord God of my salvation, I have cried day and night before thee. Let my prayer come before thee. Incline thine ear unto my cry. For my soul is full of troubles, and my life draweth nigh unto the grave. Seems like there should be a Selah there, doesn't there? Well, we'll get a Selah next time. So he's crying out, O Lord God of my salvation. So we begin with, you can tell already that this is going to be a prayer for salvation. I've cried day and night before thee. So he's already praying. You'll see his request there in verse 2. Let my prayer come before thee. Incline thine ear unto my cry. We've seen that how many times before? The psalmist is always crying out to the Lord that he will hear his petition. And so we have it again here. For my soul is full of troubles, and my life draweth nigh unto the grave. Now this sets up for us the theme of the psalm that we're going to see in verses 4 and 5 and also in verses 10 through 12. So join me tomorrow. We'll look at verses 4 and 5 and see what the grave has to do with all of this on Daily Dose Radio. Thanks for listening to Daily Dose Radio. I'm David Smith. The music today has been performed by the Bluegrass Experiment. Thanks again for listening. I'll see you next time on Daily Dose Radio.